Hello, hello, hello. Hope everybody is well on this, well, rather cold, rather bleak Sunday evening, that's for sure. But we got some great racing lined up in front of us to brighten the spirits, that's for sure. I hope everybody is doing well. We're here for round 2 of Team Tourers Season 8, presented by Race Asylum. While the lobby's filling up, we'll have a run through of who should be here, who shouldn't be here, who got off to a good start in round 1, who didn't get off to a good start in round 1. Obviously it's very early, but we'll see how we go. So we have got the teams tonight are Debt of Homeland Security, which is usually Hooli, Deeren and Sonic. Now, unfortunately, Sonic and Hooli aren't here this evening, so Sven and Tim will be in the reserves for that team. We have Team Failsafe, which is Richie, Toby and Kaza, who did not a bad job in the opening round. We've got Team Valkyrie, which consists of Wabbit, Jake and Echo. We have Lost in Pace, which is the team consisting of Oscar, Harlock and Chrissy, who had a very good opening round. Very good. And then we've got the team of the Incomprehensibility of Conquering Victory. 2 weeks in a row these guys have been in my lobby. They said that name on purpose to make me try and struggle. Smashed it twice. And that team is Slugsy, Kenny and Bad Dog, who, to be fair, had a not the worst opening round. So we'll go through some points, like I said, while the lobby's just filling up and everybody's just getting in, and then we'll go have a look at some cars. So the team Debt of Homeland Security currently have 81 points. Team Failsafe currently have 78 points. Team Valkyrie have 86 points. Team Lost in Pace currently P3 in the overall standings in the team on 109 points, so they had a very good opening weekend. Very good. And then the Incomprehensibility of Conquering Victory lads are on 99, so also had a very good opening weekend. Evening all in chat. So, as you can see by them scores, you know, the lowest scoring team here is 78, the highest is 109. It's all to play for. All to play for. We've got some individual points here as well. So we have, well, Hooli unfortunately isn't here, but he's on 16. Sven, that's also on 4. That's for Debt of Homeland Security. Deeren on 39. Because, so not only is this a team championship, there are individual points available. We have Richie on 0. We have Toby on 21, and we have Kaza on 45 for Team Failsafe. Team Valkyrie, we have Wabbit on 26, Jakey on 33, and Echo on 27. Now that's a very good consistent score. One thing Wabbit, I've known Wabbit in his teams, they are very consistent. Very consistent. Whenever I've raced against them in previous seasons, they are always in usually roughly the same spots, and the team are all usually within each other. We have Lost in Pace, so the boys in P3, the lads, the guys in P3. We have Oscar brought home 29 points, Harlock with a whopping 56 points on the opening round, and Chrissy on 24. And then the incomprehensibility of conquering victory, guys. We have Slugsy on 47, so that was a good haul of points. Kenny on 25 and Bad Dog on 27. So there's a lot of people in the individuals. We've got the likes of Wabbit, Echo, Bad Dog, Kenny, all within 3-4 points of each other. So it's going to be a really, really good season, I think. I really do think we're in for a cracking season. And tonight, looking from some of the settings, it's going to be interesting. We are expecting rain. Granted, we are only in Group 4 machinery, but still, the rain, the wet weather, always. No, it's a new hoodie. It's a new hoodie. It's a hoodie. It's a hoodie. It's big enough to be a dressing gown now. But the rain always throws up something interesting. It always brings the spice. So, we never know who's actually going to be favourite and who's not going to be favourite. What we'll do, after me rabbiting on for a solid 5-10 minutes there, we'll see who's on track, who's in the lobby. Turn this down in my ear, but it's pretty loud. So we got Chrissy there. Right, let's get the notes. We got notes, guys, notes. Professional over here. We are professional. So we got Chrissy, who is part of Team Lost in Pace, who is the team that are in P3. Okay, so they are a very, very good team. Okay, well, I've worded that wrongly. It's not that they're a very good team. They're not better than anybody, but nobody's better than them. They had a very good opening weekend, should we say. So that's Chrissy in the Mazda. It's such an OP car, but it's a good car. Penalties, we'll get onto that shortly. Slugsy has just taken the fastest lap while we're having a look, so we'll jump on board with Slugs, who's also in the Mazda, I think. Yeah, that's such a strong car here tonight. Now, when the rain hits though, how strong is that Mazda going to be? Realistically, we got to think of these things. But Slugsy had a cracking opening round with a score of 47, which is part of his team. Not just him, Kenny and Bad Dog as well, but their team are on 99, so just 1 point shy of that 100 mark. That's a great opening round. Bad Dog also part of the same team in the Alpha. Now, I did have a relook. Bad Dog is the only one in the Alpha, and I don't think it's the worst call I've ever seen. It's a very good car on tyres. It's a very good car on fuel. It's a very good car who had a very good score at 27 on the opening round. Now we got Tim stepping in for Hooley this evening. Hooley was racing for me early hours this morning, for him last night. So I hope everything's well. But we got Tim stepping in for the team down of Homeland Security in the Supra. Nice to see Tim on track. Getting back in here. And then we have Oscar in the Porsche, who is also in the team Lost in Pace P3 overall. Oscar had an opening round of 29. Healthy chunk of points. Department, right, okay. Thanking you. We got Kenny in the team of the incomprehensibility of conquering victory on 25 points. Some nice liveries here as well. I do like these liveries. He's also in the Supra. Gotta love a Supra. Who doesn't love a Supra? And then we've got Wabbit and Team Valkyrie on 26 points. So it's going to be, honestly, the battle, the guys in the 20s and the low 30s, this is such a good battle on tonight. People are going to be wanting points. It's early in the season, yes, but you've got to kick that season off running. You can't bank on it going your way all the way. I do love the Valkyrie liveries. So we have Rabbit on 26 points in the Fezzer. We will go back through in case we miss somebody. Did we do Toby? We've seen Toby, haven't we? Yeah, we've seen Toby. We got Toby in. No, I don't think we did see Toby actually. We got Toby in on 21. Team Failsafe with Kaza and Richie. We got Echo, who's also part of Team Valkyrie. Then once again is iconic liveries in the SLS. I drove that car not long ago. Fell in love with it very quickly. Very quickly. We also have Jakey currently sat in the pits now. He's in my favourite car, as a lot of people will know from Team Tours. He's in the Vilgo Bugatti Veyron, the Bugatti as we like to call it. Now that thing should be okay in the come the wet conditions. Who took home 33 points. Another good opening round. And Oscar in the Porsche. We've seen Oscar. So who have we missed us on track? Deering. Who's Deering on? So, as I was... Department of Homeland Security. Of course, Department of Homeland Security. Fuck, I'm thick. Excuse the language. Department of Homeland Security... Deering on 39 points. Now, they had a good opening round as well. They really did. So, this lobby is very tight, this points-wise. Who else have we got? We got Harlock. Harlock had possibly the second best opening round, second to Miss Penelope in the other lobby, who I think is in the other lobby again. And he took home a staggering, where are they? Where are these points? Who are we looking for? 56. And the Lamborghini. The Lambos were very strong last week. I wonder if that'll be the same case here tonight. Kaza has just joined the room as well, so hopefully we can get a little jump on with Kaza. He doesn't. There we go. Straight out on track. And that is Team Failsafe with Richie and Toby. I don't think I've seen Richie. I did see Richie. There's Richie. Richie's in the McLaren. Healthy group of cars in this one. A lot of good drivers. Who should we stay on? Let's stay on Bad Dog for a little bit. Well, I talk you through the format. So, the first race is a 15-minute sprint race to essentially determine the starting order for race 2. But there's a catch. Race 2 will be on the full course, whereas this one's on the short course, the sprint race. P1 to P8, I think, if that's how I remember reading it, are reserved. I'm sure that's what it was last week. I should have revised that bit. Somebody will be able to correct me if I'm wrong. So P1 to P8 will be reversed. So if you win this race, you will be starting P8. If you are P8, you will be starting on pole. Everybody below P8 stays where they finish. We do have qualifying for the sprint race. There is no tyre wear, there is no fuel wear. The sprint race is what it says on the tin. It's a sprint race. We do qualifying for it, so on and so forth. That is on the short track. The long one, the main feature race, is a 50-minute. Essentially, some would call it an endurance race around the long track, the full course. So, with a mandatory pit stop, I think. Need to have a look at that. I didn't write the right things down. All these bloody notes and I didn't write that down. I also think we do have a mandatory pit stop involved. As Bad Dog has jumped into the pits. Jumping aboard Kaza. So it is all to play for this week. I'm pretty excited for it. It's going to be wet. It's going to be wild. It's going to be mistakes. It's going to be people. But I think we're in for a shock. We are going to have to see. Let's have a little catch up with chat there. Let's see who has popped in, who hasn't. So hello to Jazz, hello Ray, hello Hansa, hello Slugsy. How are we all? Hello Ian. Hello, Matty. I hope everybody is well. Guys, I'll get it out of the way. Get it out of the way nice and early. Smash that like button. If you're new around here, if you watch this at a later time, smash that subscribe button. There's lots going on this channel now. Well, I say lots, more than there was. We got another league running, which is the North American League. That's on a Saturday evening, UK time. Saturday night time, late UK time, evening American time. So there is a lot more coming to this channel, and we have some fabulous events coming at the beginning of 2024. So please just smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. If you're currently watching it now, please smash that share button to get as many eyes on this as possible. That's what we're all here for, right? As the room is being reset, hopefully we don't encounter the same problems as last week as well. Fingers crossed the stream stays good this week. Fingers crossed. So I assume this is now into qualifying sessions. I thought this hoodie was a good idea. Turns out it's not. So I'm just gonna bop it off. And we're back. We are back. So it won't be long, in 5 minutes, and I think we will be getting underway with qualifying. Do we have any early predictions on who will take pole in race 1? Do we have anybody? Do we have any predictions on anything at all to do with race 1? It's going to be tight. This is a lot of fast drivers in this split. But once, semi-glad I'm not racing in it. I would be sweating. Matty's gone for daring. It's not the worst call. What car is daring in? He's also in the Lamborghini. Vangs in chat. Hello, Chrissy. How are we, mate? Predicts he will get many penalties. That's right. So that's actually what I was meant to get onto. Penalties now. On the short course, they seem to be a bit worse through the middle sector. So let's see who we got. We'll stick on board Chrissy as he comes up to turn 1. Now turn 1 is notorious for penalties. You just got to straddle that sausage on that left hand side and make sure at least one wheel is this side of it, the right hand side of it. There it is, that yellow one. Now on the short course through here, I'm pretty sure the penalties are a little bit stricter than what they are on the full course. As Chrissy is demonstrating how to do it without getting any penalties. I'm pretty sure on the exit there, on the right hand side, the penalties are a little stricter than what they normally are. Penalties are going to be a key factor across all lobbies. Red Bull is notorious for it. That would be one key. This is where I think the likes of Team Valkyrie with Rabbit and stuff like that, the consistent teams, these guys, if they find a rhythm, that's all they need. I did see Echo joining us. I didn't realise that third member of Team Valkyrie. Let's have a quick look. Can't quite see what he's in. Not out on track either. It's Toby, a new member to the team. We have a few new members. Let's have a little look there. Let's see who we got. So we got ERA Kaza. Very quick driver. A little bit laggy tonight, unfortunately. It's something that everybody is. That's good work, Kaza. That is good work, mate. Then we have ERA Deering, who I think has just accidentally punted someone, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it was on field side, I don't know. Boys like to muck about a little bit before getting down to business. Chrissy has gone fast as well. Are we predicting a Chrissy Pell? Could be. We have from the CLR community Richie, who's also Team Valkyrie. Nice to see other communities jumping in as well. We have K Kenny. I completely agree, Arden. Completely agree, mate. It's not even funny. That's what I normally say. We have Toby, one of the academy drivers, new to the team. His first season. Hopefully enjoying it. We got the one and only Slugsy. Another very quick driver. We got Echo. We get to see what Echo is in. Echo is in. Oh, I think we did see what Echo was in, didn't we? Echo is in the SLS. Another academy driver. Got Wabbit. Very consistent driver as Wabbit. Very, very consistent. Has a very good knowledge of a lot of the cars. Does a lot of groundwork, should we say. That Ferrari sounds so nice, doesn't it? We have Mr. Bad Dog, who has not really enjoyed this game this year, and I think he wouldn't be afraid to tell people that either. But it's nice to see him slowly coming back to the Bad Dog we all know and love. That's for sure. Really starting to get into his groove again. It's really good. It is really good. We got Oscar from the Americas. As I can see, Jakey asking the guys to type R when ready. So we will jump out so we can make sure our cameras are ready. Get your drinks ready, get your crisps ready, get whatever snack you fancy. Sit back and relax and let's enjoy Round 2, Red Bull Ring, Season 8 of Team Tourers, qualifying. Okay. Good luck to all the drivers. Let's see how these guys get on, shall we? We got someone missing. Nope. Sven. We have no Sven. Yeah, no Sven. Don't think the message got across in time. That's what I... Qualifying's underway. I will focus on qualifying for now. As we get Jakey's taking us underway there. In the Bugatti. Comes up to the end of the lap then. So the first lap underway. First lap gonna be... Oh, that's getting... Right, okay, so Tim has taken pole. We let the guys get through. We got Slugs, he's gone pole. We got Harlock. Oh, all the times coming in. We'll let them settle down. We'll let them settle down. I can see the map. There we go then. So we got Slugsy currently sitting on pole with a 51.6. We got Harlock with a 51.8 on P2. We got Deer in P3, 52.0. Just picked up a pen. Kaz at 52.1. Vines with a 52.3. We got Tim with a 52.4. We got Richie with a 52.5. We got Bad Dog with a 52.6. We got Jakey with a 52.9. We got Kenny with a 53.1. We got Echo with a 53.4. We got Toby with a 53.5. We got Oscar with a 52.8 with a bad lap. We got Wabbit with a 53.2. Any improvements so far? I haven't seen anything on the left. Slugsy has just improved and Harlock improved that one. So we got Slugsy currently on pole with a 51.5. Just seen that Vines has improved as well. So we got Harlock with a 51.6. It's very tight up there. We got Vines in P3 with a 51.8. Else is improving. Richie's into P7 with a 52.4. A couple of guys with penalties. Slugsy's getting out of the way. We've got a couple of guys with penalties here. See, penalties are a big thing. Let's see if Chrissy's improving. Jakey's just improved. That's bumped him up to P7. Is Chrissy on for an improvement? Not quite. No improvements yet. We've got Harlock sat there on a penalty. We've got Slugsy going for a flyer, I think. Oh, the berry will sit on top of Slugsy then. We've got Oscar's just improved. Slugsy then. It's currently purple through the first sector. Is he going to extend his advantage? 2 corners to go. Can he increase this pole lap? Final corner. What's it going to be? He does a 51.4. Wow, wow, wow. We got some more improvements happening down the board. Echo's now up to P6. Knocked down Jakey to P8. Kaz has given up on his lap on P5 then. We got Chrissy with a penalty, unfortunately. Harlock pushing for another lap. Currently down on his Deering. Trying to pick his way through the carnage at the same time. It's the problem with the short track. Steering on for an improvement. Not like that, I wouldn't have thought so. That was a big slide coming into that corner. Jakey's just jumped up to 4th then in the Bugatti. That is a great lap with a 51.9. That's a great lap in the Bugatti. We got guys finishing them, and let's see if that's everybody done. So we currently have, I think that is everybody done. We will wait for the leaderboard. We got Bad Dog just improved on his lap as well. Into P10. Wabbit just improved his lap into P11. It's going to be tight. It's interesting. It's tight at the top. It's tight all the way through. My God, that is a tight one. I know it's a small lap. Chrissy in P3, that's great, mate. That is great, great lap. Don't underestimate yourself. You weren't far with your predictions of the pole lap either. 51.4 by the Slugs. We're right on board with. We will go through the order once we get the leaderboards up. It'll be a little bit easier that way, I think. That was a manic qualifying with such a short lap. No way. Oh, so message through in chat from Ray then. That's Sven who was covering for Sonic. Is unfortunately got a power cut. Okay, so what that means in the grand scheme of things is Department of Homeland Security are only running a team of 2, unfortunately, this evening, instead of a team of 3. So Sven was covering for Sonic, and I presume where Sven's located, it's probably weather induced that he has a power cut, because I know that they have had some extreme snow in certain places. Who unfortunately now can't make it, and with it being so late, it's a bit hard to find another reserve. We will jump through the order then. So we've got Slugsy P1 with a 51.4, great lap, well done Slugsy. We got Harlock with a 51.6 in P2. We got Chrissy in P3 with a 51.8. We got Jakey in P4 with a 51.9. We got Darium in P5 with a 52.0, we got Kaza with a 52.1 in P6, we got Echo in P7 with a 52.3, we got Tim in P8 with a 52.4, we got Richie in P9 with a 52.4 as well, we got Bad Dog also with a 52.4 in P10, wow, 3 people within a 10th, we got P11 is Rabbit with 52.5, we got Kenny in P12 with a 52.8, we have Oscar in P13 with a 52.8, and we have Toby in last but no means least with a 53.5. Just go back to that other page. Wow, look how close this is. It's going to be a good one, I think. It's going to be a good one. So back to what I was just discussing about team of Department of Homeland Security. That means that instead of Tim just receiving reserve points, because they're only running as a team of 2, and Tim is obviously a reserve himself, Ray will be awarding full points to Tim, which I think is pretty fair in the grand scheme of things. The guys are just having a 2-minute break then. As Jakey has just said, good luck and have a good race. So I assume we will be underway. I hope you're all ready for this. Just remember, P1 to P8 are reversed. It's a very fair rate, a very fair thing to do. Come on, game. What's this view? We'll go to the back so we can see all the lights. See the lights anyway. Start up here. Oh, we got a jump start halfway through the pack. You can catch that from here. Oh, it's caused a bit of carnage with Bad Dog a bit further back as they're going up into turn 1. Some of the guys are 3. Harlock must have got it better. He did, Harlock got it. It was a bit argy-bargy coming into turn 1 as Slugsy has dropped uphill. That is the FS view as Chrissy's looking for a way past Slugsy as we go back down the pack. Jakey's there with that 4-wheel drive power, so Kaz's still there, Deeran's still P6. We got a bit of Echo, Kenny, we got a bit of argy-bargy going on back here. We got Rabbit, P10, sorry. Oh, it's going to be hard to keep up with everything this evening. We got Jakey looking, Kaz has got way past Jakey. Got Harlock still running, trying to run away from Slugsy then. As we got Chrissy on the back of Slugsy, we got Kaza, we got Darren. Jakey is just dropping backwards in that big old Bugatti. He's got Echo for company now coming down, and that was a crazy first lap. People are going up, down, left, right, side to side. Kenny with a penalty. Oscar with a penalty. Bad Dog got caught up in that jump start at the beginning, and Richie must have had a moment who was a bit further back. Just jump back up the field then. It's all settled down a bit. Front 3 making a bit of a gap. We got Harlock and Slugsy pushing each other along a little bit. We got Kaza with a penalty. That's going to drop him back a few spots this early on. It's just what Jakey needed to see. See how far Kaza drops. Just didn't have to take it this time around. He will have to save that next time round as we go back down the field then. Rabbit is up to P9 now then. Well, we got 3 wide situation as Bad Dog goes through the middle then up into P11. Great move. We caught the end of it. As Toby Tim's looking for a back way through. Nearly lost it but held it well. You can see some moves going on up front as Slugsy's battling for the lead then. Bit of touring car racing, bit of door rubbing. There's nothing wrong with that as Harlock. Slugsy's took the lead then into turn 1. We got Harlock on the outside. Can Chrissy sneak up the inside? We got Kaza with that penalty. Deeran's going to be there. Harlock's gone back up the inside. This is some great racing as Chrissy's looking for a way past Slugsy now as well. Kaza's going to drop back. We'll stick with these front guys as they're fighting hard a minute. Slugsy's looking armed up the inside again. We got Chrissy around the outside. That's a brave place to put yourself. Chrissy might get a penalty for that as we got Deeran joining the party now, and Jakey's just behind them as well. Let's have a quick look through the field. We got Kenny and Wabbit in a bit of a battle. We got Toby and Bad Dog in a battle with Oscar as well. And we got Tim and we got Richie. As we're coming up to turn 1, then Slugsy's going for another move into turn 1. Gets the job done before. Oh, as Harlock's looking for a switchback on Slugsy. The 4-wheel drive power, will it beat the FF? Not quite. That Mazda's got some power as Chrissy's looking. Deeran is also having a little luck around now. Harlock's dropped back to 3rd. Oh, as Chrissy's trying to hang around the outside. They're forming in. Deeran's going to have a look around the outside of Chrissy. Will he get that move done? Not quite. Oh, Slugsy's going to run away while these guys are fighting in the background. I'm sorry, I can't go further back. We got side by side with Jakey and Deeran. Oh, look at this racing, guys, as Kaza is still in the mix of the top 6. You could throw a blanket over him. We'll have to drop back to check. Echo is in a bit of a space, but Rabbit, Kenny. We got Toby with Bad Dog, and Oscar's all over the back of Bad Dog. Richie, let's have a look at the top. Oh, they've settled down for a race. Let me have a breather here, lads. Everybody's still going around like this, better. Single file. Thank you guys. We've got Kenny. I'll maybe have a look in the move at the inside of Rabbit. No, just hoping for. We've got a bit of a battle at the back then. Stay on board this little battle for a moment. Toby, Bad Dog looking up the inside of Toby. Will he get that move off in the Alpha? Not quite. Oscar all over the back of Tim with that penalty. That's going to bring Richie back into it. Jump back up to the front then, let's see what's going on. We see some penalties. Slugsy, so Harlock's caught right back up to Slugsy then. Vines is slowly losing these front guys. It's Jakey's the one with the penalty. That's not good news for Jakey in that Bugatti. As they come down to turn 1 then. Slugsy with a bit of a gap, not too much. Harlock. Oh, we got Deeran looking up the inside of Vines. Does he get this move done? Not quite. That Mazda has so much grunt out of the corner. Oh, we got Jakey with a second penny and Kaza with a second penny. So these guys are going to drop right back then. We'll stay on board with them, see where they end up. They both take their penalties, so they lose a spot. Will Echo catch? He's going to be in the slipstream, that's for sure. Oh, still single file then. What's this battle like at the back? Bad Dog seems to have made his way through and has created a bit of a gap as the guys at the back are having a bit of a fight. But Tim looking up the inside of Toby. Richie could be the big mover there. Richie might get 2 for 1. Toby's got a penalty. Richie did get them both as he has a luck down into turn 1. As I'm looking at the mini-map, I can see. Oh, as Toby's gone for a bit of a lunge. Guys. Calm it down, as Oscar has had a moment as well. Oh no, as Oscar, we need the replay button ready for next week. That is a must, Nick. Jakey and Kaza then just managed to fend off the teammates of Rabbit and Echo. Let's go back to it. So this seems to be the battle for the last podium place then. Chrissy doing very well to hold off Deering. Packs of 2 it seems to be forming. We've got Slugsy and Harlock, P1, P2. We got Chrissy and Deering, P3, P4. We've got Jakey, Kaza, P5, P6. We've got Wabbit, Echo, P7, P8. Kenny sitting in P9. Bad Dog sitting in P10. We've got Tim, Richie sitting in P10 and P11, P12. Oscar and Toby sitting in P13, 14. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with Chaz. Chrissy has managed to get himself a penalty. This is not good news for Chrissy because that means he is going to lose out that position to Deering the next time round then, as these two have created a bit of a gap. So though we have Slugsy and Harlock really out in the lead now. That's probably the battle, as long as they don't make any mistakes, as Harlock just sets the fastest lap of the race. Is Deering going to look for the move on Vines before the penalty, or will he just be patient and wait his turn? As we have got Kaza having a look down on the inside of Deering. Does he get this move done? Inside Jakey rather. He does get that move done. That was very nice. I think Deering is going to play this smart and just sit behind Chrissy while he serves that penalty. Have a look as he comes round the inside section of the Red Bull Ring then. And there we go, and that is what we knew. But will Chrissy be able? Look at the power of that. He's still already on the back of him, as we'll have a look at the P2 P1 battle. Nothing happening there, nothing really happening there. Kaza and Jakey. Kaza can now stretch his legs. Now he's got past that Bugatti, as Jakey's got Wabbit for company now. That feather is very strong. We've got Echo and Kenny in a bit of a battle. We got Bad Dog that has made that gap then, as Richie's got a penalty unfortunately. Oscar with that moment, we don't quite know what happened. Tim in P13 and Toby in P14. Where are the battles? Everybody has calmed themselves down, as that's Jakey with a penalty then. Oh no, this big old Bugatti is going backwards, so that'll be Wabbit up into P6, will it, or will it not? Yes, it will, as Rabbit is now up into P6, and this is a great drive from Rabbit in the Ferrari. Hopefully he can hold on to that place with Jakey and the Bugatti behind Echo, hoping that they start fighting so he can get involved. Let's have a... Oh, as Chrissy's gone and got himself another penalty, so he's going to have to hound Deering now. Trying to have a look around the outside. Doesn't quite get anything done there. A little bit of cut back, not quite. He's going to... Oh, that penalty should give Deering the breathing space he needs, as the battle for P1, P2 is heating up a little bit, as Harlock is starting to realise he only has 5 minutes left if he wants P1 in this race, as Slugsy is going defensive. Give us a camera angle please. Coming up to turn 1 there now. They both move over to the racing line, nothing wrong there. Bit laggy, but it's PD's fault. As you can see on the mini map, for groups of two forming everywhere as Harlock is still hounding the back end of Slugsy, looking for any which way he can just to get past. I don't want to jump off and then the move be made. I want us guys to see the move be made. I can see the battle with Rabbit and Jakey is probably the next closest one. Or maybe Kenny. I think Kenny's got the move done on a... Where is Slugsy gone? Oh no! I think we have had a power cut from Slugsy. Slugsy has left the room. This is devastating. Devastating. I was having issues with my phone then. I thought that was me. Oh no. So that essentially frees Harlock just to bring this race home. Nothing we can do. We'll have to keep going down the pack. As we've got Deering sitting in P2, we've got Chrissy sitting in P3, we've got Kazza sitting in P4, who's now unfortunately got a penalty. Neither can I, Ray. Sorry about that. We got Jakey into P5, who's got Wabbit. I can't delete it. There we go. It's done. It's done. It's done. So I think this is the only real battle. Oh no, we got a bit of a battle going on here. We got Echo having a look up the inside of Kenny going into turn 1. Bad Dog's coming as well. Oh, we might have a three-way battle at the end of this one. Let's have a little look at Wabbit and Jakey then. Will Wabbit want this move? Oh, we got... Deering must have had a big penalty then, as Chrissy is having a look around the outside. I just caught him going slow on the mini-map. He's still holding it around the outside. Great driving by the pair of them. Wow, I wonder if Chrissy will get a penalty for that. Hopefully not. He's going to have a look down the inside. He didn't get a penalty for that. Chrissy's going up the inside. I think he's already got the move done before turn 1. As... Deering tried to hang one around the outside, it didn't quite work. He's going to pick up a penalty for that, I would have thought, which means Kaz is going to bring in. He didn't. How did Deering not get a penalty? Deering, no penalty. There must have been some sort of contact. I know, Slugsy mate. I know it was just starting to heat up as well. This is also bringing Wabbit and Jakey in. We'll have a little look at this battle. Bad Dog is now into P8, so he's got his teeth well into this battle as Richie's now back on it. Oscar, Tim and Toby at the back here then. So we'll have a quick run through the order. We've got Harlock now, unfortunately, because Slugsy's DC all out in front of his own. We got Chrissy holding off Kaz, who's now got a bit of a gap. We got Kaz in P3. We got Deering in P4, who has another penalty, with Jakey closing in on the Bugatti, who's starting to find his rhythm in that Bugatti. We got Wabbit just there as well, hoping that any mistakes. We've probably got 2-3 laps left. Echo in P7. This is a huge battle. We got Bad Dog about to have a look down the inside, not quite, as Kenny's there as well, and Richie sniffing about, but Richie unfortunately has that penalty. We got Kenny having a look around the outside of Bad Dog. Is he? Not quite. Anything doing? I think these two are teammates. They are. So it would be wise if they just held suit. Obviously, Bad Dog is currently sat on pole for the next one. As Richie serves his penalty, then we'll just go back up the field. Let's have a look then. Harlock 10-second lead. Now we got Chrissy with a bit of a gap to Kazza. And Deering unfortunately had that penalty. He was brought Jakey right to his rear end with Rabbit hanging on as well. We've probably got a lap left after this one. There's a big battle. Echo holding off Bad Dog and holding off Kenny, who are teammates. Echo's doing a great drive. We've got some great drives happening this evening. Harlock has a penalty. It shouldn't affect him too much in the grand scheme of things. Let's jump back a bit then. Here's the battle. We got Jakey having a look at the inside of Deering coming into the final sector. Was it a luck or was it a scare? I'm gonna say definitely a luck. Deering just holds off then. Wabbit slowly dropping back. This battle's still all on for pole for the second race. We've got Bad Dog. Oh, as that has finished then, so we have Echo P7, Bad Dog P8, Kenny P9, Richie P10, Oscar P11, Tim P12, and Toby P13. As long as it stays that way, we will come over Harlock. Crossing the line regarding penalties, obviously that will happen after the races if anybody has a problem. Great race by Harlock. Unfortunate that Slugsy left us. Chrissy and Kazza are battling it all the way to the line. Does Chrissy get a P2? He does, as Kazza comes on P3. Big drag race to the line between Deering and Jakey. Deering just gets Jakey with Rabbit P6. What a race. Guys, I couldn't keep up. Woo! I need a drink. Wow, wow, wow. So, results as it stands, pre-penalties, if any at all. Harlock P1, Chrissy P2, Kazza P3, Deering P4, Jakey P5, Wabbit P6, Echo P7, Bad Dog P8, Kenny P9, Richie P10, Oscar P11, Tim P12, Toby P13, and Slugsy, unfortunately, with the disconnect. And Harlock also took the fastest lap. Whew! What a race. Couldn't catch a moment's peace. Credit to all the drivers. There was some superb driving happening all the way across the field. I must shout out to Rabbit and Bad Dog. Two great drives. Very good drives. That 4C is no easy. It's not fast. It's just a good car. That's a good result. Now that there, what you guys need to remember, or you legends need to remember, is that is about to be flipped on its head. So that Alpha will be started at the front of the pack. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I need to grab that second drink. Hopefully, race 2 won't be as crazy because the track is slightly longer. I am still here. Just have to go and grab a drink. I can't currently see chat or my screen. You can probably hear my dogs tippy tapping of her feet. My second drink ready for stream. But this is the race that will be interesting. Because we should see some wet weather conditions. That's what we're all here for, right? Chrissy, mate, great drive. Great drive indeed. If that, guys, right, if that race and their driving doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what will. So please smash that like button. I know I said I was only going to say it at the start, but I went back on what I said, and now please like and subscribe. Because my comms couldn't keep up with them guys then. Oh, weather. Should we have a little look ski? Look at this, guys. Let's have a look, see what it hits when we hit current time. A dry. Oh, look at it. Oh, this is gonna be quality. I'm so excited for this one. I am so excited for this one, guys. We got Arden saying that Echo will be... Ah, the rooms have changed. We'll have to check it again. Because we know every time it gets reset... Oh, it's not gonna work, you pleb. Pressing on the wheel, so let's have a look, see what the rain is like now. Okay, so the guys have rain on the way. I don't think actually, hang on. I know I remember at the start of stream I said about a mandatory tyre. There will be no mandatory tyre needed for this one, because it's a wet one. But we do have Arden in chat saying Echo will be leading into turn 1. Bad Dog will certainly have something to say about that, but we will have to see. As long as they all will just relax a little bit. All just relax. Mandatory towel. Indeed, that's what they need. A mandatory towel. I wonder if Ray can give us any hint or what Lobby 2 is doing. Is Lobby 2 got torrential downpours? Have they got, what sort of rain have they got? Are they ahead of us? Are they behind us? I know a couple of people are streaming their POVs, guys, so usually if you just type RA before something, maybe an underscore, pretty sure you'll come across some people's POVs. Be sure to check theirs out as well. Leave a like, leave a subscribe on their channels. All got to help each other, guys. That's the main thing. We're a community, a great community. We're not going to go to track, or do we? Should we have a little look ski at track? Should we have a look at conditions? Well, we can see the running order down the right hand side actually, so we'll run through this quickly. So the running order for this race will be, because I don't think it shows it there, does it? No. So we have Bad Dog on P1, Echo P2, Wabbit P3, Jakey P4. Now that, look at that. That's Team Valkyrie, guys. Let me just double. We have Team Valkyrie, P2, P3, and P4. That is huge. That's huge. We've got Deer in P5, Kaza P6, Chrissy P7, Harlock P8. Now obviously those guys were the guys that changed and swapped around, and then we've got Kenny P9, Richie P10, Oscar P11, Tim P12, Toby P13, and unfortunately Slugsy with the DC starts P14. Should we have a quick look to see how wet it is? Let's have a little look. Oh, there's the rain. This is what we came for, guys. And it's night time. What's that line from Gladiators? Are you not entertained? Homeless snail last the first. In these conditions, we could drive in an FF. Some key points to point out about the wet conditions for anybody new, or maybe people not so familiar with Gran Turismo or Gran Turismo's physics. I know most of you are, so it's a bit me preaching to the choir, but you do not want to be on full brake. You do not want to be on full brake when you're braking, because your car just turns into Lego tires. Also, getting the power down is crucial. Some of these, all these cars have different drivetrains. We've got FRs, we've got MRs, we got four-wheel drives, and we got FFs. So everybody is going to have different exits out of the corners, better grip. So it's going to be one heck of a race. 50 minutes. Give everybody a bit of a good luck. Wait for the last few hours just to say that people are ready. And also, I've done zero tests on this, so I don't know if it gets dry. Then you got to remember there's going to be a dry line to a wet line. Nighttime you can't really see. We're in for a cracker. That's what I think. Yeah, just waiting for them last few hours. Jakey will not start until he gets all of his hours. There we go then, we're going to be starting. Nick, have a sip of your drink, mate, because I got a feeling you're not going to be able to not talk for a little while. We will see how it goes. Let's go four-wheel drive. Slugsy is a beast at starts. He's usually top 10 from the back before the end of lap 1, says Arden. It's a rolling start as well. Let's not forget that. Run through the grid quickly. Where do we start? That's the problem. Here we go then. Let's get all that. I got asked. Where's the rain? We've got rain. There is rain. It's on the way. We have seen it. As we're underway then. So guys, is everybody safely underway? Everybody on the straight? They are. Here we go. Then we've got some moves coming into turn 1. We've got Rabbit already looking, being defensive. We've got Bad Dog underway. It was a great start from Bad Dog. Leads the way then up to turn 2. We got some battles. 8-pair. Oh, look at Jakey in the four-wheel drive. Oh, Echo is falling back. Unfortunately, Jakey, Deering, Kaza and Echo all into turn 1. Lads, please get it stopped. Oh, everybody makes it through there then. Wow, 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 wow. We have. So we got Wabbit in P2, we got Bad Dog running away in P3, we got Wabbit under attack from the four-wheel drive of Kaza, and Jakey's coming through as well. He wants a piece of it. This is great racing. Nobody giving an inch. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Nothing too extreme though, everybody's still on the track. Guys, I can't keep up with who's where. Just enjoy what you are seeing. You've got Deering hanging it around the outside in these conditions. He's jumped up to P2, all the way around. Bad Dog's going down to P3 in the matter of 2 corners. Kaza and Deering running away then in the four-wheel drives. We've got Harlock looking up the inside of Bad Dog as well. Bad Dog going to get done by Jakey as well. He does. That's 6 positions. 5 positions. We got Wabbits up the inside of Bad Dog. Oh, it's all a bit messy, but it's all clean. Wabbits up into P5. Slugsy's up to P6. What a start. Arden was right. In 1 lap he's gone half the grid. Chrissy's now having a look up the inside of Bad Dog. Bad Dog's had a poor end of that lap then. Chrissy's got that move done. Slugsy up to P5. Still up the move. Oh my god, guys, I can't keep up here. Deering and Harlock gonna drag race up to turn 2. Harlock on the inside, Deering on the outside. Look at the cars in the background. Harlock gets it stopped, Deering gets it stopped. Jakey having a little luck. Nothing doing, everybody coming through. Bad Dog, oh no, 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 no. Bad Dog's been turned around. That was unfortunate. Timbo waiting for him, so I assume that's what happened here. We'll leave that settle out then as Oscar's having a luck up the inside. Not quite. Let's go back up the field. Had a bit of side-by-side action. Wabbit and Slugsy. No, Wabbit and Chrissy. My god, these opening laps are carnage. Right, let's run through the field. We've got Kaza in P1 then. We've got Harlock in P2. We've got Deering in P3. We've got Jakey in P4. We've got Slugsy in P5. What a start. Rabbit in P6. Chrissy in P7. Richie in P8. Kenny in P9. Echo in P10, Oscar in P11, here comes the heavier rain, like Ray wanted, Toby in P12, Bad Dog in P13 and Tim in P14. After that incident into turn 2 we see a penalty for Deering, so here comes the start of the penalties, here comes the rain. Oh look at it is chucking it down now is the test for the guys. What tyres to be on? Deering's gone a bit wide. Jakey's going to have a luck, is he? No. Does he get the run? Not quite. These conditions are challenging for any driver. Guys are doing very well here. Richie's had a great race too. Great start. Move back up the field then. Deering's now on a 1.5 second penalty. He's not enjoying these changing conditions. Kaz has also picked up a half second, which is going to probably promote Harlock up into P1. And we've seen what Harlock does once he gets into clean air. These changing conditions are catching some of the drivers out then. Jakey sat there in P4 in the Bugatti. Ooh, a little bit of a wiggle under braking as Slugsy's on a mission. This race is Rabbit is broken too deep. This is the problem. We got Chrissy in. Oh, a bit of a mess joining. Oh, everybody got through there though. It's the problem with late braking. You can't brake full. You can't. Anybody's race. Echo and Oscar side by side as I can hear the rain in my headphones. Still side by side then. Coming around. Is Oscar going to get that move that he does in the wet conditions? Great move. We've got side by side with Rabbit and Kenny up front. Rabbit's gone a bit deep. A little bit of a bump onto Kenny. Kenny not too happy, giving a bit of a flash of the lights as we move back of the pack. Then we got Slugsy, but there's Jakey got past once Deering had took that 1.5 second penalty. Kaza managed to survive. Harlock sat there in P2 waiting. Jakey now in the. This is where the Bugatti will shine. Deering's picked up another half second penalty. Then this has not been a good 2 laps for Deering. Slugsy's on the charge. We got a bit of a pack forming as the rain is chucking down. Are we going to need to see these guys coming in and changing for wets? Are the intermediates gonna be enough? We go back down through the grid then as it's all kicking off a little bit. As Rabbit and Kenny have swapped back positions. I wonder if Rabbit just gave that up. We got Oscar defending from Echo. Echo's on the grass doing a bit of rally crossing as Toby went up the inside, and we got Bad Dog and Tim are still back here. Hopefully these guys, it's a long race in these conditions, anything can happen. Do not give up hope. So we'll sit on steering for the moment there. No we won't, we'll have a little look back here because I can see it on the mini map, it's all tight. Chrissy's getting through then. Go Back up through the field. We've got Slugsy on the charge with Richie just behind him. Them two have had a mental start in the grand scheme of things. Kaza is just driving off in these wet conditions then. A bit different in the wet, obviously. The four-wheel drives are expected to be strong in these conditions, though. Let's not forget that. Just want to sit on board Deering to see if Jakey will get past. Where does that bring Jakey? How much does that close the gap down? There's a big battle that doesn't do anything to do with them. There's the battle then. We got Rabbit looking up the inside of Kenny again. These guys had a little bit of a ding-dong on the last battle. Last lap. Oh, as Rabbit's looking down the inside of Kenny again. I don't know if Kenny's braking is just catching Rabbit out a little bit, maybe. Looking around the outside, anything doing as Oscar's now joining the party as well. We got the boys at the back still in a little bit of a ding-dong as Bad Dog has now got past Tim as Tim's running a bit wide. Oh, that'll probably be a half seconder. Just jump back up through the pack then. Harlock with the penalty now and Kaza with a penalty. This is penalty central. We got Kaza with a half second, Harlock's Deering and Jakey will now close up. Jakey has closed up that gap. Slugsy has slowly now not gaining as fast as he was, as them guys are in the four-wheel drives. I'll say they just got better traction out of the corners. Richie for company as well. The battle seems to be in the midfield as Rabbit has now got that move done on Kenny. Will Kenny look back for the move with Oscar still lurking, waiting for any mistake as Kenny is locking down the inside. Nothing really doing, maybe the slightest bit of contact to knock Rabbit out of shape, but didn't do much. Wasn't malicious as we got Toby and Echo. As an unfortunate start for Echo and Bad Dog. Oh, it's Tim and Bad Dog are still battling out. Then you can hear the rain getting heavier in drips and drabs as Jakey has done that move on Deering then, so now we got Jakey up into P3. We missed that, unfortunately. I do apologise. It is hard to keep track of everything going at once. Will Jakey be able to keep this P2 then? I will keep my eyes on the mini-map to see what is going on as we stay on board this battle then for P3. Coming up to turn 1. Jakey, Deering, just slightly different lines. You can take a lot of curve in that Bugatti. It does enjoy it as he's got a better run as well. We'll have a quick little look down the pack as this is where Rabbit's going to have a look up the inside of Chrissy. He's having a look. Rabbit going to get the move done. Not quite as Chrissy's got the better exit. Kenny and Oscar are still there in this battle. I can see that Jakey is still held on to P3, so we will sit on top of this battle coming up into turn 2 then. Nothing really doing. Chrissy's the Mazda. Oh, Rabbit's very late on the brakes compared to Chrissy. That was some good driving. Oh, settling down a little bit now then. As Richie has got past Slugsy. Slugsy's obviously had a moment then and has picked up a second penalty. That won't help the cause, but I can see the moist meter is slowly coming down. We'll have just a double check on these guys up here, what's happening. Nothing much. Harlock's picked up another second penalty. Kaz has got about a 2-second lead with Jakey sat in P3 extending the gap now to Deering. Got a gap over Slugsy and Richie. Slugsy's about to take that penalty. We'll give him a bit of that's not the worst thing. I'll give him a bit of breathing room to push on as this has been the major battle through all of this race. Kenny finds Rabbit and Oscar lurking in the background. Let's have an on board, shall we? Let's jump on board Rabbit. Oh, as Kenny's just on the outside. Is he going to give space? Not really. Close the gap off. Oscar's still back there as well. A little bit of a going on board view of Rabbit having a look up the inside. No, just fake the move. Gotta love a fake. Kenny's having a look up the inside. Can Rabbit get for the 2 for 1 on the exit? There's Chrissy. We've done Chrissy as we're on the onboard. No, look at the power of that Mazda is just saying, I don't think so, Rabbit. I don't think so. Oh, you could hear the lift. That's some great driving by Rabbit. You could hear the lift before the corner. Kenny's now up into P7. Let's jump on board Vines then. Let's have a look as we're looking into Kenny. Got Rabbit having a look everywhere. Nothing doing, nothing doing. We had Rabbit having a little look up our inside, I think we do. He's on the outside now. Let's jump back out then. As Rabbit has just had another little look down the inside. Let's have a little... Deeran's close back up to Jakey then. As the penalties have been taken from the last lap. I think Bad Dog and Tim have caught up to the back of the pack as well. So we got Jakey and Deeran in a bit of a battle now. Slugsy and Richie in a bit of a battle. Caught the back end of it. Slugsy is going to take that position away from Richie then. Coming down into 2 on that Mazda. Slugsy on a mission. This is our battle that we were just on board with. Somebody is in the pits and Chrissy was on the wets. I didn't even notice that. So Chrissy's come in to change the tyres then. I didn't even notice that. As we've got Bad Dog now back on the battle with Echo and Tim. Let's have a little look. Give everybody a bit of screen time. Doesn't matter where you are in the field. Jump on board Bad Dog then. Got Tim in the Supra behind. Echo in the SLS in front. Got a Tim up the inside. Bad Dog not using any traction show. Bad Dog also on the wets as well then. Jump out then. Go back up the field as I saw some moves being done. Deeran on Jakey. I seen that Jakey had a little moment. So Deeran now has taken over that final podium position. Harlock has also closed that gap down to Kaza. So these changing conditions then are now starting to bring other drivers into play. We are only 15 minutes in. Let's not forget that. I may be wrong, but I think we got one of the leaders in then. Who's that then? That's Slugsy in off the intermediates very early. Why not? He's got nothing to lose this time round as Jakey's got a penalty. Got Kaza and Harlock. I can definitely see that dry line forming. Will this be a clever move from Slugsy then to get in early as these guys are battling it out for P1 and P2? Will Harlock have a look down the outside, the inside? No. Have a quick flick down, see what's happening with this battle at the back. Tim's up to P10 then. Echo, Bad Dog. Still a very tight battle with these guys. It'll be who blinks first, I think. See if either one of the front two come in this lap. We will go back and have a look to see how the guys will Slugsy have coming in. No, it doesn't. Nobody's tempted to come in then. We will sit on board of everybody just as they come around the pit wall. Just see who comes in and who doesn't. Deeran has a second penalty. He's also decided not to come in. Jakey's not coming in. Richie's not coming in. Kenny isn't coming in. Oscar isn't coming in. Rabbit's no. Toby's not coming in. Tim isn't coming in. Echo isn't coming in. Bad Dog isn't coming in. Let's see what these guys are on. So we have Slugsy on the mediums and we got Chrissy on the mediums too. We'll have to pay that down to 22 seconds. See how they get on with them then as we go back up the field. See a move happening. Tim has just got past Toby, I think he has. He's up into P9. So see, this is what I mean, all was not lost. When Tim was sat in last after the first lap, this is a great drive back, comeback drive so far. The midfield is still the same order. Kenny's stretching his legs over Oscar and Rabbit now a bit. Let's jump up to this battle up here as they are still nose to tail. Will we see Harlock maybe thinking about coming in? Does he think he's got the pace? He's having a look down the inside. Was that to stop the move, the pit move? No, they're both staying out for another lap then. So the guys certainly don't think it's time to come in yet. Darren has also decided against the pit. Jakey starting fourth now then in a bit of no man's land all on his own in that Bugatti. Jakey could do without it drying out, to be honest with you, as he has a big moment coming into turn, the last turn. Richie in a bit of no man's land as well, same as Kenny. Oscar and Rabbit still in that battle. P7, P8 then. Still nobody else is deciding to pit, as Tim in P9 now and Toby in P10. Got Echo in P11 and Bad Dog in P10 still not deciding to pit. We got Chris. Oh, Slugsy's had a moment, unfortunately. This is the problem with changing onto them tyres too early. If you catch a wet line, you're done. But more importantly, Chrissy in that lap alone has pulled in 3 seconds. I think we might be over onto time to change tyres. That is massive. Where are the battles? We got a battle here. Oscar and Rabbit are still battling it out for 7th and 8th then. Keep an eye on that mini map to see if any of the leaders decide to come in, because Chrissy is certainly closing the back of that pack down at a rapid pace. The front two have gone around the pit lane then. They are not pitting this lap. Neither is Darren. Darren's had a massive moment on the last corner there. We can see that on the mini map. As Rabbit's having a look up the inside of Oscar. Can he get it done? He's now going to be on the outside. Will speed alone get him by? It has. That was a great move by Rabbit. Great move. Nobody else is into the pits yet then. Let's jump back. Chrissy is now at his purple. He's 15 seconds. That time is flying down. As Kaz has picked up a penalty and Harlock is well within the range. Richie's in then. Richie has decided enough is enough. It's time to get onto the drier tyre. Harlock has made a mistake under braking, maybe getting a bit excited, thinking he had P1 right in front of him, which he would have. He would have had it. That is the breathing room Kaza needed for that penalty. We will stick on board the front two for a moment. You can see that Richie's come out behind Chrissy there. It wasn't enough, is it? The leader's gonna pit. Got a feeling if the leaders come in, the rest of the field will soon follow. Neither of them have come in. This is interesting. I think this might be a mistake now. I do think we're on the need to be on the other tyre. Slugsy's putting the fastest lap then, if that's an indication of what tyre to be on. Slugsy has shown everybody, shown the field. Obviously, we can't see if it's going to rain or not. We have to stick on board this. I am keeping my eye up on that minimap as Harlock is looking down the outside of Kaza into turn 2. They both get it stopped. Great driving by the pair of them then. They're not losing time to Deering either. We'll have a little flick through the fields. Kenny's and Jakey. These guys are in a bit of no man's land really. Oscar coming through in P7. He's broken away from Rabbit, who's got Tim now all over him. Bad Dog's coming in then. Where is Chrissy? Chrissy is flying. It is time for change. Yeah, I think you're right, mate. We are. Oh, what is? Bit of lag then. Lag starting to be an issue. I hope nobody. Arden makes a very good point that if they might have to stay out, otherwise they lose the positions. The problem is we're not even halfway through the race yet. We have someone exiting pit lane as well. Fuel as well. So, oh, they have to pit. This could be a masterclass from Chrissy. Chrissy might. Where is Chrissy? We will have a look. Let's have a look back. Where is Chrissy compared to the pack then? 9 seconds off the back of the pack. A minute behind the leaders, who also need to take on some fuel. Kaz has picked up another penalty. Kaz has started off well. He's starting to gain some penalties now though, which is a bit unfortunate. See any of the leaders coming in then. We've got fuel lights on. I'm pretty sure we're going to start seeing some people come in. So if I was Bad Dog, I wouldn't worry about these guys just yet. Both are on the same amount of fuel. I think we're going to have a new leader of the race though. After Kaza dominated in the rain really, did a very good job. Got there and stayed there. Harlock is about to take the lead of the race then. If I was Harlock, now is the time to dive into that pit. They are going one more as Kaza's going one more too. Okay then, Deering with another half second with Jakey 6 seconds behind. Kenny in no man's land, unfortunately. But obviously he did have Richie there. Oscar, Wabbit and Tim are locked in a bit of a battle with Echo and Toby in a bit of a battle. Chrissy's only 4 seconds off now. It's definitely changeover point. Still a lot left in this race as Kenny comes in then. Someone else coming into the pits too. What's that, Kenny? No, that's Toby into the pits as well. So a lot of people are pitted. Where's this pumping Vines up to? As Vines just goes past as Chrissy, stop pulling Vines up. Chrissy's up to P9 now then. And has took a chunk out of the leaders. He took 4 seconds out of the leaders that lap. Any soft runners yet asked by Ray. We'll have a little flick through the... We got mediums, yes. Kenny's just about to come out of the softs as you ask, Ray. As the leaders are into the pit then. Deering will also be joining them. So will Jakey. Oscar's possibly got another lap left in that Porsche. I think Arden is right. I think they're going to be coming out with rear. Will the leaders? As somebody just dives into the pits, Oscar does have enough, and so does Rabbit. Harlock's on the soft set. Who was it? Rabbit, wasn't it? Oscar. Coming round turn 1. Gonna cause a few problems. As them boys can take it, so we got Harlock's out on the softs, then we got Kaza also out on the softs. Oscar and Rabbit yet to pit, still on the mediums. Deering still yet to pit. We got Chrissy now up to P6, only 16 seconds behind. Interesting. Echo up to P7. Jakey and P8 also out on the softs. Tim's currently pitting. Kenny P12 on the softs. Tim's coming out on the mediums. We got Bad Dog also on the softs, and Toby came back out on a set of intermediates. Oscar and Rabbit fighting for positions, squabbling over 3rd and 4th, and Deering's now closing up. So now it's all about keeping it on that dry line. You'll see the final pit started to take place then. So Chrissy is going to be a huge winner in all this, and I think he is going to be in P3. Deering didn't change tyres. No, he didn't. Well spotted Arden. Deering just fueled up. So Deering is still on the intermediates. Well spotted Arden, because I didn't spot that. Thank you very much. Who's just currently picked up a penalty as well. Where will Chrissy be? Chrissy is flying around now. Chrissy is only 16 seconds behind the leader. Let's have a little run through. Harlock now has a full second advantage, as Kaza in P2 has a 7-second advantage over Deering, who is pulling off a strategy that no one really predicted. Chrissy now will have to pit again soon, unfortunately, but is running P4. Echo, Slugsy, and Jakey. Have all of these pitted? No, Echo hasn't pitted yet. He got out the way, I think. Slugsy and Jakey in P5 then. A bit of a battle. We'll stick on board this. Bit of door banging between Slugsy and Jakey. Bit of a flash on the lights. Nothing too dramatic going on. What tyres? That's the tyre difference. We got Jakey on the softs and Slugsy on the mediums. I hear a lot of screeching. That will be Jakey making a spin and an entry into the sandbox there. That's what happens. You catch that wet stuff and that's what happens. Richie also didn't change tyres. Richie's doing the same strategy as Deering. Kenny on the soft sense, so the tyre advantage is going to be huge. Oscar in P10, Bad Dog in P11. Rabbit must have had an incident. Somebody's... Oh, no, Rabbit. No. Oh, we'll come off Rabbit. Toby in P13 and Tim P14. These changing conditions then are throwing up as Echoes into the pits. He was the last one to pit. He's changing He's changing conditions. Are starting to throw up some problems for some of these drivers. Deering is gonna get Chrissy, because Chrissy's gonna have to pit. I don't know if it was a mistake, because Richie's done the same thing. Are they in the same team? No, they're not. So it is interesting. Stick on board this. Is there any other battles? Not really. Everybody's spaced out now as well. We get a moment. It will be interesting. So Chrissy's petrol light has just come on. Sometimes means 2 laps, sometimes means 1 lap, sometimes means pit now. As Harlock's in then. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Obviously that's why we didn't pick it. Has Harlock just done a drive-through? No, that was Wabbit coming out of the pits. So don't know what's going on with Harlock then. He's chucked a set of the intermediates on that. We don't have the map. So are the conditions changing? Chrissy's in. Harlock's chucked a set of intermediates on. Oh, I hear the rain. Oh no. The rain is coming. I just heard it in the old headphones. So this could put Deering in prime position. We've got Harlock 3 seconds behind him. We've got Slugsy and Jakey is still in P5 after that moment in a bit of no man's land. We've got Kenny. There's the rain. We see the rain. Oh, that's Jakey doing a 360 again. Oh, it's about to get interesting. Yeah, I think Deering for the win. Richie's going to be a huge gainer in this as well. Chrissy possibly came in at the right time when he could as well. I think he made the best of that soft situation. Where is Slugsy out of curiosity? He's up in P4, so Slugsy has also done very well with the dryish conditions. So, oh no, as we jump on board the leader, he's had a moment. In that turn 1 into turn 1, oh no. So we got Slugsy's into the pits. Thankfully, Kaza had a massive advantage then, as he's got Rabbit a back marker behind him, who's currently on the better tyre then. Deering is only now 8 seconds behind as the rain is starting to fall. Harlock in P3. Kenny's also on the softs and so is Jakey. Chrissy's on the intermediate. Slugsy's coming out of the pits on the intermediates. Oh, I think I agree with you, Arden. I think I agree. It's all pretty pointless now. Slugsy, oh, he must have got a track limit penalty as Oscar's gone straight. We got cars everywhere. Let's try to keep up then. We got Kaz's off again. Oh no. We got cars spinning around. If you just look at the mini map, they are spinning, spinning, spinning. We will jump because we know Kaza, Harlock, Deering. That's the battle then for the lead of the race. We got Jakey in P5. Who else have we got spinning? We got Kenny spinning on straights. Oof. We're going to have a massive change of positions then after this. This is really... Jakey goes round again. Oh no. It's all gone wrong for some of these drivers. Is that someone? We have Bad Dog facing the wrong way on the start finish straight. Oh no, these conditions have really thrown up a storm. As Kaza is staying out, unbelievably staying out as he's run wide again. Kaza, we need you to pit, mate. No bias, but pit. Pit. So, after this, we have Deering in the lead of the race by 3 seconds to Harlock, who are both on the right tyre for the moment. We've got Kaza on the softs, who's having a horrid time at the minute. We got Chrissy on the intermediates, we got Slugsy on the intermediates, we got Richie on the intermediates. Richie, Slugsy and Chrissy have literally maximised every stint. We got Jakey stayed out again for the softs. We got Echo on the intermediates. We got Toby on the intermediates. We got Kenny on the softs staying out. We got Oscar on the intermediates. We got Rabbit on the intermediates. We got Tim on the mediums, and we got Bad Dog on the softs. Whew. He has played a blinder. Harlock is pressing though. He is coming. Some of these guys are we've still got 14 minutes of this race to go. You need to pit, lads, guys, gang, everybody who is not on an intermediate set of tyres or wet need to get in. We have a battle here going on in the wet changing conditions. I think Bad Dog has just pulled over into T1, unfortunately. Such a shame. I'm just trying to keep my eyes on the mini-map, guys. Kaza, it's hard to see who's who. Harlock. Deering. Is Kaza staying out for another lap? He hasn't got Chrissy all over him. This is the actual on-track battle, I feel. Is for P5 at the minute. Don't know though, what is this going on up here? Harlock is closing that gap down. We have a few back markers in the thing. A little bit. It was a shame, Bad Dog, it was going really well, mate. Oh, did. Ooh, Harlock nearly got took out by a spinning Oscar then. That was close. We got Carnage up into T. We got people spinning left, right and centre. We got Chrissy up into P4. Trying not to focus on too many people spinning. Did D clip Oscar? I don't know. I couldn't see at the time. Harlock's picked up a second penalty then. We got Oscar, unfortunately, can't get any grip. We've got Kaza still out on these softs. With Chrissy closing him right down. We've got Slugsy in P5. There's a yellow flag for someone. We've got Richie, Tim, Jakey. Some of these guys just need to bite the bullet and pit, I think. Bad Dog's underway again. Deering and Harlock, Rabbit. It's all getting a bit messy. It's all getting a bit scrappy. Deering passes Rabbit then. Trying to keep up with everything. Kaza is doing well to hold on. I think the rain though has eased off. Slugsy's pulled a gap to Richie. Jakey still out on the softs. So I think the track is changing a little bit more. Should we jump on board and see if the windscreen wipers are on? They are not. As Deering runs a bit wide, we've got Harlock sat right behind us. Oh, the intermediates, I don't know. Oh, he's picked up a penalty. Unfortunately, has that penalty to save. So I think I might sneeze, sorry guys. Bless me, sorry guys. Chrissy's made his way past Kaza then. I think the softer tyre might come back into play. We've got 10 minutes left of this race. We'll have a run through of the order then. We have Deering with a 1.5 second penalty, 2 seconds ahead of Harlock in P2, who is 30 seconds ahead of Chrissy, so I think them positions are certified unless something crazy happens again. We have Vines Chrissy in P3, 4 seconds pulling away from Kaza. Will Slugsy catch up to Kaza? That is the question. We've got Richie in P6, we've got Jakey 14 seconds behind, having another trip to the barrier, to the sand pit, as Echo just goes through into P7 instead. And now we've got Toby in P9, we've got Kenny in P10, we've got Rabbit in P11, we've got Tim in P12, we've got Oscar in P13, and Bad Dog has retreated to the pits. Let's see. I tried my best, that's all I'm saying. This is hard to keep up with. We'll stay on board with Deering to see if Harlock will get past during the penalty zone. It's definitely time. It's weird. You could ease it 2.5 seconds from Deering, and he picked up another one just at the end. Is Harlock going to get through? He does. So Harlock takes the lead of the race then. He did. He very did. It was a shame. It was actually a shame for Bad Dog. I am very genuinely gutted for him. But them changing conditions to catch everybody out. Everybody was caught out. So Harlock is now the leader of the race. Then we will have a quick flick through. So Chrissy's in a bit of no man's land. Kaza's in a bit of no man's land. Slugsy's in a bit of no man's land. Richie's in a bit of no man's land. Jakey got past Echo then. Echo in P8. That's good. That's a good comeback drive. Toby in P9. Kenny in P10. Rabbit in P11. Tim P12. Oscar P13. Fair play to everybody that is still on track. These are not easy conditions, to say the least. Harlock then has a so let's call it a half sec, more rain in 2 minutes. I imagine a downpour as well. Stick on board with the lead. I hear more rain. What we will do, when I hear rain, we will jump on board and see if the windscreen wipers are on the car. So that is obviously a telltale sign. Bit of a moment back, someone further back. It's Kenny having another off, unfortunately. Deering's run wide. It's going to be another penalty. It's a half seconder. That's probably, unless Harlock makes some mistake, could be Harlock's win. We'll go back down to Kaza and Slugsy. See, Kaza is now, there it is, there's the ring. Arden wanted it, Arden's got it. Oh, it's on and off, it's intermittent, so we have rain for some people, rain, no rain for others. Raining for Chrissy down the main straight. Kaza's not that far behind Chrissy now either. So this is getting interesting, guys. Too much for my little brain to try and comprehend on what could actually happen. Let's go back up to the lead battle then. As Harlock is now increasing that gap with Deering. A second penalty to serve. Chrissy in no man's land with Kaza though is catching. We need to keep an eye on that. In the closing 5 minutes, Slugsy, great comeback drive. Slugsy. P5 mate, fair play. I don't think Slugsy changed tyres when he came in either, looking at the state of them intermediates. Let's have a look at Deering's. I don't know. No, Slugsy did, didn't he? Then from, look at the state of the, Richie had a moment. Jakey and Echo in a big old battle. That's a team battle, that's an in-house team battle. Team Valkyrie side by side then. Bugatti versus Mercedes power. Jakey on the softs. There's the rain just as Jakey hits the braking zone, and that's what it does. Arden, you're an evil man. You wanted it, you got it. You're an evil, evil man. Just as Jakey was coming into the braking zone. Oh my god, we got Kazza off. No, Richie's through, Slugsy's through. Chrissy's front tyres have actually left chat. His front left is no longer a tyre. We've got yellow flags. That's because Timbo has unfortunately had a moment. Right, so none of the leaders are on. So we just got Kazza still on the softs having a moment. We don't want to make people feel like anything by watching their bad moments. So we won't catch them. Interesting. Nope. He's gone. Slugsy's gone up to P4. Chrissy's tyres have left chat. We got 3 minutes remaining. Where are the battles? Are there any? They're all pretty spread out. I think this is the closest battle. Is for the lead. Oh! There's Jakey having another moment. Deering kicks up another half-second penalty. Chrissy is losing loads of time. Do we think we got 2 minutes left? Will Slugsy get the podium? Answers in chat. Harlock, stellar drive from Harlock. A great drive by Deering. A great drive by all the drivers. Honestly, these conditions are not easy. I joked with Ray before the stream about I wish I was driving. Do you know what? No, I don't. I'm glad I'm doing this. It has. I said this at the start of the stream. It will mix it up. It always does. I love wet weather racing. Always does. He has no grip on that tyre whatsoever. Harlock just running away now. Kaz has managed to survive to P6. Echo in P7. Toby in P8. Wabbit in back up to P9, Jakey down to P10, Kenny P11, Oscar P12 and Tim P13. Will he hold off Slugsy? 30 seconds to go. One more lap, I think. This is the only, the only battle for position at the minute. Jump on board Slugsy. Oh, Chrissy has to take so much. Here we go then. Oh, as they cross the line. Chrissy gets P3. Right, let's jump out, let's jump out, let's jump out. Richie gets P5. Kazza is gonna get P6, is he? Just check these boys. Kazza's coming across the line for P6. Well done, Chrissy, mate. Echo P7. Toby P8. Wabbit P9. Jakey P10, Oscar P11, Ken, let's just go to the leaders as they come across the line. Harlock, well deserved, my friend, great result, very difficult trying conditions, well done. Deering, also fabulous job, great work. them conditions were not easy, as Wabbit is coming through for P9. Great drive, Wabbit, mate, well done. Jakey comes through for P10 then. Oscar came through for P11, Jakey for P10, and Timbo for P12. Well done to all the drivers. And let's not forget Kenny in P13, and we're not going to forget Bad Dog in P14, because Bad Dog had a hell of a race, and them conditions are not easy. They are not easy. I tried my best to keep up with everything, and I apologise if my comms are not up to some people's standards or whatever. That was hard to keep up with. People were spinning, people would... Oh, what a race. Guys, you all deserve extra points for that one. Just waiting for the counter to come to camp down then. Of course, these positions are only provisional until the stewards look over any incidents that want to be looked at, and maybe there will be some incident reports this week. I don't think for malicious driving, just these conditions bring up this where these incidents, and obviously if you feel aggrieved, anybody within the league, you know what to do, guys. You guys know what to do. We're just waiting for the timer to run down. Harlock also took the fastest lap, so I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that is Harlock taking the whole evening. We will save the replay if it's needed. So for one last time then, P1 is Harlock, P2 Deering, P3 Chrissy, P4 Slugsy from the back of the grid, P5 Richie, P6 Kaza, P7 Echo, P8 Toby, P9 Wabbit, P10 Jakey, P11 Oscar, P12 Tim, P13 Kenny, P14 Bad Dog. Such a great night. Is it a great night of racing? I don't know. You know what we're saying, guys. It's just the weather brings up amazing racing. If you like this, please smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. We are back next week. It's dry, thankfully. But yeah, everybody stay safe. And that is round 2 of Team Tourers Season 8, brought to you by Race Asylum. Take care, guys. See you next week.